The Vice President, Kamala Harris. She doesn't like me. Kamala Harris said something to the effect that I have no loyalty to this country. Well, I don't know, Kamala. I did serve in the United States Marine Corps and build a business. What the hell have you done? What has she done other than collect a check from her political offices?
A little zinger there from JD Vance. All right, well, welcome back to the Big Weekend Show. Tonight, the liberal media is trying to take down JD Vance. They tied his love of Lord of the Rings to what the media says are his extremist views. Politico created this absolutely ridiculous illustration of him as Gandalf, the wizard and the leader of the Fellowship of the Ring. I personally like it, but, I digress. The article says, quote, perhaps Vance's most millennial trait is just how geeky he is about Lord of the Rings. And Rachel Maddow is taking it a step further. She says Lord of the Rings is far right.
Lord of the Rings is a sort of favorite cosmos for naming things and cultural references for a lot of far-right and alt-right figures. Mr. Vance also, when he founded his own venture capital firm with help from Peter Thiel, named it after a Lord of the Rings thing. He called it Narya, N-A-R-Y-A, which you can remember because it's Aryan, but you move the N to the front.
Like that Billy Madison, I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul. All right, so Joey, okay, so they're saying Lord of the Rings is alt-right and is racist, but Lord of the Rings is one of the best-selling books ever written, over 150 million copies sold. You look at the movies, they gross $3 billion. Is this what they call grasping at straws?
With her reasoning there, my name is Joey. And maybe I changed that to Joe Y. Maybe that's why I did that. If you're just going to take the spelling of a name and rearrange it, like why Joe? Why Joe Biden? Maddow also said something funny. She said that Vance got all of his jobs from Peter Thiel, and it's like, okay, well, it's probably better than Willie Brown. So I mean, if we're going to make that, comparison. Listen, I just watched Lord of the Rings this week. I've seen it 4 times. I've never read the books, and now I want to. I never pulled politics out of it. I pulled this overarching idea that there's evil that exists in a world, any world or alternate universe, and sometimes groups of people that don't really like each other have to come together to fight that evil because survival and living together is important. I will absolutely vote for a politician that believes that point. And if you read the articles on this, he was interviewed about this at length, and he says specifically it's not the characters of Lord of the Rings he finds fascinating. It's that time in English literature. He talks about how Tolkien was best friends with C.S. Lewis and the type of intellectualism that was brought into it, and this idea coming out of World War II. Tolkien fought in the World War, coming out of World War II and having this idea that you don't have to go to war. He used a great quote, I don't have it in front of me, from Tolkien about how war is essentially necessary but avoided at all costs. I agree with all that, having fought a couple of them.
But, Todd, you got to look at some of these headlines, staying on the grasping at straws topic. All right, so this is from Salon. It reads, JD Vance's hillbilly elegy ignores the real Appalachian crisis it portrays. And then you've got the Washington Post, far-right attacks target JD Vance's wife Usha's Indian heritage. Newsweek op-ed says this, I ran against JD Vance in Ohio. He's an extremist who stands against freedom. Is any of this going to land, Todd?
I want to focus on that Salon article. In response to your question, that Salon article basically attacks JD Vance's hillbilly elegy because of the emphasis it puts on pulling yourself up by your bootstraps and not taking a government handout. The author attacks JD Vance for not focusing on the greatness of welfare and how it helps people. Think about that for a moment. She's attacking conservatism, attacking JD Vance, saying, we don't like that concept of pulling oneself up by the bootstraps. That's the overall takeaway. They are grasping at straws. They're desperate. If they're attacking a book he wrote over a decade ago, and this is the best they can come up with, they're in trouble.
Yeah. I agree. I think there's a lot of desperation there. And we were talking in the break, and you were saying, they're trying to make him less masculine by trying to portray JD Vance, who enlisted after 9/11, who rags to riches story, as being nerdy. But nerdy is cool, and I'm going to go a step further. He's old school to me, because if it's Vice President Kamala Harris that he's against, she's 59. She's a stepmom. She married later in life. He's young. He values kids. It's almost like that 1950s era. He's a little bit old school to me. So make him a nerd. Make him whatever.
I like the image, but all right. All right.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.